Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie and this is my Q&A part 2. I did a Q&A part 1 about a week ago and I'll link that one below. The first one was kind of more about me and my relationships and stuff like that, because you guys asked some fab questions, and this one's a little bit more about keto and stuff like that. So I will link the other one below. If you're new here, my name is Jackie and I've lost 115 pounds following keto. And I've been on YouTube for years, it feels like. And I tend to share my weight loss journey, what I eat, my meal plans, my prep, grocery hauls, my weigh-ins, that kind of thing. So if you are into keto, press the subscribe button. I'll be here. I've been here for a long time and I'll probably be here for quite some time. I'm more than halfway through my journey. I've probably got somewhere between 50 and 80 pounds to go. I'm guessing, I'm not sure. I've not got there yet, so I'm not sure. Anyway, I've got a list of questions from some of my lovely subscribers. Thank you very much. So this stuff is kind of more about my journey and keto, that kind of stuff, questions, things you have about that. So I've got a question first of all from Julie, and that is, what app do I use to track? I at the moment use MyFitnessPal. It is not good for certain things. It's not particularly great for UK people because of the net carbs and things. That our food's already net carbed for us. So sometimes when you go to search for just generic things, you have to kind of fudge it a little bit to make it work. I have tried in the past calorie count and NutriCheck, is it? Something like that. And because I've got so many recipes built into MyFitnessPal, it's kind of like I'm gonna have to start again. And I've been tracking in years on MyFitnessPal, so it's just like for like a lot of work to change it over. But I have thought about it before. I'm not premium. I think it's really expensive for premium, so I'm not premium. And I don't like MyFitnessPal's prediction for what weight you should be or how many calories you should have. I think it goes way under and I don't know why it does that. So I don't particularly recommend MyFitnessPal, but if you guys have got a good app that you enjoy using, let the guys know below in the comments, because I'm sure it's gonna be really helpful. So if you do use a particular one for keto. The next one is also from Julie. How did you discover keto? And I think someone else asked this one as well. So, but how did you discover keto? So I've been on a weight loss journey like massively my whole life, but I've done well. This is my third time of extreme weight loss. The first time I did it was about 20 years ago, and I randomly was in the bookshop called Waterstones, which doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. And I walked past a load of books, and there was one for the Atkins diet, believe it or not. And it had a bright orange cover. Picked it up. I was like, I think it was an offer, half price. So I just picked it up and I read it in about 3 days. I was like, this is amazing. And I did Atkins, and I think I lost about 85 pounds. I did really, really well. I got down to a little bit less than I am now, and I got really bad food poisoning. I ate something from somewhere that I shouldn't have done, and I was really ill for like 2 or 3 weeks. And my partner at the time, who wasn't very supportive of my weight loss journey, I think he was one of those people that felt that as soon as I got too slim, I was going to do one. But he wasn't very supportive, and he said, oh, why don't you just give it a break? It was close to Christmas, la 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 la. You know what happens. I just slid straight back into my bad habits, and I basically put it all on again. And then about 10 years ago, I did another weight loss journey, and I actually just did a calorie controlled, lots of exercise, and I did really, really well. I got down to about this weight again. I think I lost something about 90 pounds, something like that. But I did find with that, I wasn't eating right macros, and I actually got quite bad well, it sounds strange, but I actually broke a bone in my foot, and I had x-rays and things like that, and my doctor basically had a conversation with me saying, you're anorexic, and I was like, I can't be. He said, because basically I was malnourished, because my bones are so devoid of protein that basically said I was an accident waiting to happen, and my bones snapped really easily, so I had to basically stop. And I was like, it made me really, really upset. I broke a bone in my foot, couldn't exercise. I was really concerned about my health, and I kind of stopped. And again, I regained quite a lot of my weight. And when I decided to start again, I was on Tumblr actually. a lot. I had a blog on Tumblr, and I think I had about 70,000 followers or something really crazy at one point. And keto was the thing I kept seeing with weight loss. Keto was the thing that kept coming up. So I looked more into it. I don't have my blog anymore. I deleted it one day. I kind of felt it was just too overwhelming. And but that is where I kind of did it. So Atkins, bad experience with calorie counting and low fat. That was a low fat diet. And then I found it keto this way as a branch. To me, keto is just a branch of low carb. Yeah, it's basically. So that's how I discovered it, through Tumblr and experience of Atkins. The next ones, will you stay on keto once you hit your goal? That was Karen. And Mary asked the same question, will you do keto after you reach your goal weight? I don't know. Keto, I feel my best on keto, or sugar control, I think is probably it. I feel the wellest in me. So in that aspect, yes. But there's certain things I do miss on a keto lifestyle. I love fruit. I would pick a bowl of fruit over chocolates and sweets and things any day. I miss rice. And there's nothing else really that I miss on keto. I have talked to Paul about it before, about us maybe being a bit more vegetarian. I was vegetarian for about a year. And I do think about it quite often, about, you know, having less meat in my diet. And I don't know if you know, sometimes I do have vegetarian weeks here and there. I do eat quite a lot of eggs. So that possibly when I get to go, I might transition to something a bit more vegetarian with more fresh fruits and veggies and probably rice, if I'm going to do it at all. But I think I'll always be in the back of my mind about sugar, controlling my carbs, managing it. I don't do bread anyway because I'm intolerant to yeast. I don't really like pasta and potatoes. I'm not bothered about potatoes, you know, chips and jacket spuds. I'm not bothered about that stuff. So those things I don't miss. So probably I will do a mixture of possibly, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. It's the answer. Probably a more vegetarian based. But I'd probably start incorporating rice and fruits and veggies a lot more than I do now. I eat vegetables every day. It's just I miss fruit. Oh, I want some mangoes. I want some lychees. Oh, nature's candy. Next one. What is your favourite keto dish? That's from Mary. I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day, and party food was the one I came up with. I did a meal prep based on party food. I like to pick at lots of little things. That's probably my preference, picking. So like cheeses and hams and deli sort of stuff. Picky bits is my favourite. I like spicy food a lot. Curries, anything hot and spicy, I love it. I haven't really got anything specific for go-to. I guess lasagna is a good go-to one without pasta in it. That's a good one. What do I do when I get strong cravings for carbs, like going out for a walk? That's pink skies. And well, I get cravings just like anyone else. It is hard. I think being honest with yourself is about what your triggers are. I am an emotional eater. If I get really stressed out, I just want to eat rubbish. So managing that for me is good. When I lived on my own, before I was living with Paul, I didn't have rubbish in the house to eat. I just didn't have it. So I found that a lot easier. Even with someone who doesn't do keto, it's a bit difficult. He's got chocolates and crisps and cake and ice cream, and that's fair enough because he hasn't got an issue with his weight. So, well, yeah, it's got a little bit of a tummy, but he's not any concern for him, so he shouldn't have to go with that because of me. So it is harder, but one, I always go, well, am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Two, I always think, am I due on? That's usually another. And usually I can tell that I'm like, oh yeah, I must be due on in a couple of days because I just want to eat everything. And it is difficult. I just try and rush myself out of it really and go, okay, you're doing this for a reason. This is the reasons probably why you're stressed out, you're tired. Tired's another one as well. If I am really, really shattered, I'm going to go to the kitchen and just stick food in me. So just try to acknowledge why it gets me 50% of there. And sometimes I just go, oh, whatever, I'm just going to go with it. I'm not perfect at all. What's this? Pamela asked what my top 10 favourite products are. I think part of the problem for me is keto products. I find polyols, I get that lovely laxative effect. 2, I think they store my weight loss. Things like the keto breads are just a no for me. I think also in the retail industry for keto products, I don't necessarily believe that these products are actually keto. I think there is, based on what I've been reading, that people said, oh, this will raise your ketones, this is keto, this is keto friendly, it's got MCT oil in it, it's going to be amazing, and the rest of the ingredients are just crap, and they're not actually ketone friendly or keto friendly products. So for me, the fact top 10 products is probably nothing, because even though I do consume them and I do get them from time to time, generally I don't think they help my journey. I think sticking close to natural food, it is dull. It's probably best for me. Everyone's different though. I have got stuff in my cupboard. I do use it from time to time when I've got those cravings. That's my stopgap. But everyone's different. But that's just, I think 0 it should be keto products, really. So that was, thank you, Pamela. Your Pal Misty asks, would like to know when you added weightlifting to your exercise regimen, and how did you get started? I've always since the 20 years ago when I did my first lot of weight loss, I got into weightlifting and I just really love it. I love feeling strong, and I could do a whole video about why I got so big in the first place, but I think one of the counterpoints is wanting to feel strong because of my experiences when I was younger, and feeling safe and secure, and wanting to ward off people, male people. I guess you could probably work out what I'm saying. So for me, going from being bigger to being strong is a parallel to me. I want to feel, I don't want to be one or the other. I want to be big and ward people off, or big and strong so that I could if I needed to. And I love weightlifting. It gives you an adrenaline rush, you feel strong, your clothes fit better, and I really enjoy it. I have talked to a couple of personal trainers before about in the future doing powerlifting. There is a CrossFit gym about 15-minute walk from where I live. Obviously with COVID it's all been shut down and all those things, but I think once I get in under 200 pounds I might think about doing CrossFit. If you've never done CrossFit, no, CrossFit is basically, it's weightlifting stuff that's more involves movement, so things like kettlebells, rope work, box jumping. You get like a daily plan and you just follow it, and it's like a combination. Something a bit snobby about it. Proper weightlifters get a bit snobby about CrossFit. I don't know why. Who cares? They should deal with their own business. But again, that's really appealing. But I do like being strong. I think I felt when I was weightlifting before, the previous time I lost weight, I was really quite strong. My clothes fit better. I physically was smaller. I felt smaller as well. So and also, I'll come on to something as well about excess skin. I think that it makes that less of a problem. But yes, I love it. Where do you start? The first thing I did was just go to the gym and try to do things that don't hurt myself. I got some tips and hints from people that work there. Generally in gyms, I find most people who work there don't really want to help anyone. I'm sure hopefully in your gym it's not the case, but they just seem to walk around chatting to people that they find attractive and really reluctant to do anything helpful, unless, even when people are clearly hurting themselves or doing things with bad form. It's such a shame. I have had a couple of sessions with personal trainers, and one of them was really bad actually. I had conversations with him beforehand saying, okay, these are things I'd like to do with you. I'd like to basically use all the equipment, all the machines, the dumbbells, the barbells, but I want you to help me with my form, because I have an issue where my body and my brain don't talk to each other very well, and I don't know what my body and brain are doing. And he was like, yeah, okay, no problem. I was like really excited for my session. Turned up and he said, oh, can you get on the treadmill? I'm like, no, I can do that. I've done 5Ks. I've done, yeah. Oh, you go on the treadmill? I'm like, but this is not what I wanted you to do. He basically wanted to disregard me, to plonk me on a treadmill for 20 minutes while he stared at his watch and looked around the room, and I got so angry. I'm like, this is not what I want from you. I want you to look at my form and help correct me. And he obviously wanted to string me along and get sessions with him. So, and I've had that similar experience with other PTs as well. I've had bad experiences where they just kind of want to tick a box for your free session and then put their hand out for for money and sign you up. I find the way that they behave depends on the person, and they don't necessarily work well with everyone. I've only had one conversation with one person, a PT, that I felt really inspired, and he only because he'd been nearly 300 pounds himself and had done his own journey, so he was really thoughtful about my limitations. Fortunately, everything happened, so I couldn't go back to him. But yeah, I love weightlifting. I totally recommend it. It's a lot of self-discipline, mental discipline as well, so I totally recommend it. Books, I got a book that was really helpful called, I think it's on my bookshelf, Weightlifting Rules for Girls or something like that, which is a bit of a condescending title, but it was quite good. I'll see if I can find the book and I'll pop it below in Amazon. But generally with weightlifting, people say, oh, I want to do women's workout, la la la. The only difference really between men's muscles and women's muscles is that women's muscles has hormones in it, in between it, as we carry hormones in our muscles, and men's don't. Other than that, they do the same thing, they're muscle. So if you want to do a workout that has been designed for a man, just do it. I've done loads of them. I like Jim Stepani. I'll try and find his website below. He's really good, but his lifting programs are very intense. Go to somewhere like bodybuilding.com and you can sign up for free programs. They're really good as well. So you can, on your phone as an app, you can just do whatever it says. They're a bit hit and miss, but there are some good ones on there. And also someone like Fitness Blender, fitnessblender.com, or on their YouTube channel, they have strength building programs, and I think they're really good as well. So they're those. Adele asked, what's your best keto dish again? Oh, Adele, cheese. Going back to talking about food, I love cheese a lot. Cheese. Mary asked, what made you decide to create a YouTube channel? Well, as I mentioned before, I used to have a Tumblr. And I think one of the biggest tips from me is, if you're starting on a weight loss journey, is to have a support network, whether that be in real life or online or somewhere. And I found I did so much better when I had a support network, and they can be, you guys are really helpful, and I feel accountable, supported. I get so much advice from you guys. So that's the reason why I find that if I'm left alone to my own devices, I go off the rails. If I've got some level of accountability, like you guys, I'm a bit more prone to stick to. And that's why. Adele asked, what made you discover keto and go on YouTube? I think I've sort of covered that one off, but thank you, Adele. Mary asked, does anyone in your family do keto? No, my parents did Atkins, and they go on and off it quite often. Whenever they sort of get a bit chonky, they go on and off Atkins. But no, I don't think that they do. I mean, in terms of living and my family, my friend circle, I'm the only one who does it. So I am in person on my own with keto. Pink Skies, hello. She says, have you ever slid back into old unhealthy habits? If so, how much of a relapse was it? How did you get back on track? I mean, obviously I said about before, I've done this second and third time. It just slides back on. I mean, I'm emotionally, when I'm angry, I eat. When I'm sad, I eat. When I'm happy, I eat. It's basically, I need to be like real numb in the middle. How do I get back onto it? Drawing a line in a lazy go, it's going to happen. I mean, today's Sunday. I did Friday, Christmas Day, and yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I did go off completely off plan. I ate way too much food. I had chocolate, stuff like that. And I was going to go back on plan Monday, tomorrow. And I was like, no, I'm going to do it today. So I've been back on plan today. I kind of just felt gross. I do think that when you're ready, you're ready. And only you know that. And someone telling you or bullying you or pushing, only you can answer that one, really, when you're ready. It is a hard one, but I think either setting a day or a time or something and just saying, like, that's it, lines drawn, and being blunt and honest with yourself. Do your measurements, do your weigh-ins, plan goals, what you want to achieve, and be realistic. I think just get everything you can in place to make your journey as successful as you can, and just go for it. And the last question is from Samantha, who's from Instagram. Will you do loose skin surgery? So, loose skin. I have already started getting loose skin, and it is upsetting. But it is part and parcel of extreme weight loss. I think if you are someone who's probably been above 230, 240 in your life, probably going to have loose skin. And I have got it already. I'm at 230 pounds, and obviously got quite a way to go. And yes, it has started already in strange places. I've got a little bit on my neck. I'm hoping that some of the fat will go and it will suck in a little bit, but it probably won't. I'll have a little waddle. The other place, it's already started. It's a little bit around my belly button. And the worst place, weirdly, is my side boob. It's here. It's really bad here. It's bizarre. Of all the places to have excess skin, it's kind of like gone crepey and horrid and horrible. So the question was, will you have loose skin surgery? Abso-freaking-lutely. If I can afford it, it's put me under the knife. I've never wanted to have weight loss surgery because I know that I can do this and I want to achieve it by doing this. But people, if that's not the way for you, if surgery, weight loss surgery, like gastric bypass, I think is the thing for you, good for you. It isn't for everyone. It's just not for me. I've known people who've gone through it all and they've had fantastic experiences and they have hit goal and maintained goal and they look fab and feel happy. It's great. I know people that have gone through it and it's not gone well for them and it's not what they thought it was going to be. I was offered it. I had a conversation with a doctor who said, you know, we can put you on the list. It won't be a problem. Thought about it. I was like, no, I don't want to. I want to do it this way. But hopefully in 2021, I'll be hitting my goal. I want to, by the end of the year, hit my weight loss goal. And then by the end of the year, booking appointments to have conversations with surgeons to deal with my excess skin. I know people who have had the excess skin surgery, and some of them, most people it's gone really well and they're really pleased. A couple of them have had issues. I know someone who's had the surgery and basically gone back to where they were within 18 months. And they're in about 10 grand's worth of debt and they're back to where they started from because of the way that they did their journey. It's a hard one. I think in terms of, I was talking to Paul about it, we are ready to go through it. It's going to be long and difficult and painful and expensive. And I won't be able to get any help, I don't think, financially. You can get interest-free loans and stuff to cover it. But the first one would be my stomach. Plus, I'm not being funny, but I want some boobs. Because I deserve boobs. My mum, huge norks. My sister, big boobs. I got nothing. I want some jugs. So I've told Paul I want some boobs. So, and he's fine. If you want boobs, of course you want boobs. So it's going to be stomach, and while usually at the same time they'll put them in. So I will have stomach done first, then some jubblies. That's what I want done first. Second surgery, I want my arms done and the side boob bit here, because my friend had the surgery where she had her arms from there right down to there because she had side boob as well. So they will do that with the second one, and then third would be my legs. I think the top time span you're looking at between 18 months and 2 years that they can do that kind of work. Hopefully I won't need a bum lift because I've got a gigantic butt, and I'm hoping that I keep some of my big butt when I lose weight. I don't know my goal weight though, because I've never been slim to know, oh, when I was 165 pounds, I was at my best, because I was a size 18 at school, I think, 16, size 18 when I left school. So I've never been a skinny, slim, trim, athletic person to know what's going to suit my frame. I am broad-shouldered, I have got wide hips, and my waist does naturally go in, so which is quite really fortunate about. But I don't know what I'm going to look like, so I don't know what my goal weight will be and when I will call it a day. I still want a butt, but I want a perky butt, so I think I need to get doing some lunges. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I do anticipate I will be having surgeries. I know the thought of excess skin is terrifying for a lot of people, and it's an off-putter, and that will make them stop their journey and say, well, actually I'm not going to go any further because of the excess skin would make me just as unhappy as being overweight. And I agree with that, but my thoughts are excess body fat would likely be a contributing factor to your death, an earlier death. Excess skin will not. It might make you unhappy, but it's unlikely to be the thing that contributes to you dying far too young. So on those two paths, I don't want to die younger than I need to. I want to be on the beach when I'm 90, happy, low carb margarita or whatever, and just enjoying my life as much as I can. So, and that means excess skin for me. But if it's for you, that's an absolute no. Then that's up to you. You got to do what makes you happy. It is. I will at some point do a video about mental health and weight loss, because people don't really talk about it. The presumption that weight loss is all amazing, and it's really not. It's a horrible mental health taboo. I think that you're supposed to be happy when you're losing weight, and you really, even when you've got a lot of weight to lose, and it's really not always the answer you think is going to be. And I might do a video about that at some point. But yeah, excess skin surgery, Samantha, I'm all up for that. Just shove me in front of a surgeon when I am, probably when I get to about 170, I'll start booking appointments with surgeons and saying, what do I need to do, blah, 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 and get on the lists and stuff. I think if you go private, you can get it within like 2 weeks, which is crazy. The NHS used to do it, I have done it, and it takes about 6 months, I think. So, but I don't know if I even bother asking with the NHS state that it's in. But yes, that is the answer to all my questions. Hopefully that didn't go too off the rails. Thank you so very much. If you've got any more questions, let me know below and I'll try and answer them. Hope you're okay. Let me know how you're getting on below. This is all part of Vlogmas, which has got another week-ish to go, I think. I've got some more videos for you guys. Thank you so very much for joining me. Hope you're okay. Feel free to drop a comment, a like or a dislike, all good. Let me know how you're getting on, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.